Night falls slowly, wrapping the earth in deep blue stillness, and you prepare to rest. But even when your room is quiet, your heart may feel the weight of battles you can't see. There are valleys no one else knows about, enemies that rise in silence, and shadows that try to steal your peace. Yet tonight, God walks into your valley. He stands beside you in the dark. He becomes your shield, your protector, your shepherd who never sleeps. This is the moment when heaven leans close to defend you. Stay with me until the very end, because something shifts when you pray through the night. Attacks break, fear dissolves. Every evil plan formed against you is stopped by the hand of the Lord. Tonight we will pray Psalm 140, the psalm where God blocks every trap and silences every enemy. As you breathe, feel the presence of God covering your room like warm, golden light. Feel His arm wrap around your valley. Feel His power rise against the enemies that rise against you. You are not alone in the shadows. You are held, defended, protected. God sees the plans that others cannot see. He knows every scheme the enemy whispered in darkness, and tonight He breaks them, one by one, completely. Before we begin, take a moment to breathe deeply. Let your shoulders fall. Let your thoughts settle. Let the peace of the Lord begin to settle over your night. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to receive God's protection every night. Now, let us enter the valley together, knowing God is already there, fighting for you. The valley lies quiet beneath the night sky, but the stillness is misleading. You can sense that something is stirring in the unseen realm around you. Shadows shift, not with wind, but with spiritual intention. Enemies whisper in the darkness, plotting what they assume you cannot hear. Yet God hears every word spoken against you. He sees every trap set in secret places. And He steps into the valley before you even ask. You stand at the edge of this valley with a heart that feels heavy and tired. You've walked through things that left marks no one else can see. You've endured attacks that came from unexpected places. You felt the sting of betrayal, the burn of anxiety, the weight of fear. But tonight something changes. God says, I enter before you, and His presence shakes the shadows. The enemies gather, believing the night belongs to them. They sharpen their words, prepare their traps, design their strategies. They speak poison, they whisper lies, they kindle confusion. But suddenly, the valley trembles with a holy sound. It is not thunder. It is not the enemy. It is the footsteps of your shepherd. His light breaks through the veil of night like a blade of fire. Golden warmth pushes back the cold darkness around you. The ground beneath your feet feels safer as His glory settles. God is not watching from far away. He is standing right beside you. And everywhere His light falls, your enemies begin to scatter. They recognize the presence they cannot defeat. They flee from the one they cannot overthrow. The air changes as God enters your valley. Where fear once lived, courage rises quietly. Where confusion swirled, clarity begins to dawn. Where intimidation stood tall, it now crumbles like dust. Because when God stands in front of you, nothing else can stand. He becomes your shield, your covering, your protection in the night. Every dark plan loses its power. You look around and notice that the shadows feel different now. They no longer stretch toward you. They shrink away from Him. Every trap meant to ensnare you is now exposed under His light. Every attack that was rising is now falling apart in His presence. God surveys the valley with eyes that miss nothing. He blocks what was meant to break you. He lifts what was meant to weigh you down. Your fear begins to dissolve as His peace takes root. It flows through your chest like warm oil, steady and gentle. You realize you are not fighting this battle alone. You never were. God has always walked ahead of you, even when you couldn't see Him. Tonight, He shows you the truth. He fights for you while you rest. The enemies tremble as God raises His hand, not because He speaks loudly, but because His authority is unmatched. He doesn't need to shout for darkness to flee. He simply stands, and everything evil collapses in silence. This valley belongs to him now. Your night belongs to him now. Your destiny is held in hands that cannot fail. You breathe deeply, letting his presence settle over you like a blanket. The tension in your body slowly releases. Your mind begins to quiet. Your heartbeat steadies under his protection. The Lord surrounds you with a wall of holy fire. Nothing formed against you can cross this line. You are safe in the arms of your defender. You watch as God examines the snares hidden in the darkness. He dismantles each one with effortless authority. The traps meant to humiliate you are shattered. The lies meant to weaken you evaporate. The curses spoken against you lose their voice. Every plan that rose against you is overturned. God breaks what was meant to break you. Now the valley feels different, holy, secure, protected. The presence of God fills every corner of the night. Where darkness once dominated, his light now reigns. Your enemies have lost their hold and their confidence. They know they cannot touch what God covers. They know they cannot harm what God shields. The battle begins, and God has already won. So you stand still for a moment, letting this truth sink in. You are not outnumbered. You are not unprotected. You are not abandoned in this valley. God has stepped into your night with authority and love, and every enemy must bow before him. This is the beginning of your victory. As we enter this sacred moment, let the word of God wash over your night. Psalm 140 is not just a prayer. It is a shield, a weapon, a declaration of protection. Every verse carries fire against your enemies and peace for your spirit. Let these words settle deep into your heart. Let them surround your home and your sleep. Let them speak louder than every fear. Let God's truth rise like light in your valley. Deliver me, O Lord, from evil men. The psalm begins with a cry that carries your own heart. You have faced people and forces that wished you harm, but God listens when you call for deliverance. He hears urgency. He hears pain. He hears the truth behind your whisper, and he responds with power and tenderness. Tonight, the Lord becomes your deliverer. Preserve me from violent men. This is God placing a barrier between you and every destructive intention. He stands between you and every rising storm. He guards your soul from those who wish to break it. He protects your peace from those who wish to disturb it. His preservation is not partial, it is complete. He shields you from danger you cannot see, who plan evil things in their hearts. The psalm reveals that not all battles are visible. Some schemes begin quietly, in secret, in the hearts of the wicked. But nothing hidden is hidden from God. He exposes every silent plot. He sees every private intention. And he stops evil before it reaches you. They continually gather for war. The word acknowledges the reality of attacks that come repeatedly. Maybe your battles have felt relentless. Maybe you've wondered why certain struggles keep returning. But God is not caught off guard by constant warfare. He strengthens you in the face of it. He equips you for every cycle of the enemy. They sharpen their tongues like serpents. Words can wound deeply and invisibly. You may have been hurt by lies, accusations, or envy, but the psalm shows God's awareness of these poisoned whispers. He doesn't ignore the damage done by toxic speech. He heals what others tried to destroy. He silences tongues that rise against you. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. This is where God draws a line in the sand. He takes your life into his own hands. He pulls you away from danger, even when you didn't realize it was near. He holds your future firmly. He blocks the path of those who want to harm you. His keeping is your guarantee through every night. Preserve me from violent men who have purposed to make me stumble. The traps set to make you fall are dismantled by God's grace. Those who wished for your downfall will see you rise instead. God steadies your steps when others hope you slip. He gives you strength where they hoped you would collapse. He turns every plot into proof of his protection. you walk forward with divine stability. As for the head of those who surround me, let the mischief of their lips cover them. God reverses the direction of evil. What they spoke returns to their own camp. What they planned falls on their own heads. God's justice is precise, unshakable, and timely. You don't need to retaliate. He handles it perfectly. Your job is to rest while He fights for you. I know that the Lord will maintain the cause of the afflicted. This is God standing as your advocate. He defends your name when others try to ruin it. He fights for your dignity, your peace, your destiny. He restores what was taken. He lifts what was crushed. He maintains your cause with divine authority. Surely the righteous shall give thanks unto your name. Gratitude flows as God's victory unfolds. You thank Him not because the battle was easy, but because He never abandoned you in it. You thank Him because He turned every attack into testimony. You thank Him because He walked through the valley with you. Tonight, thanksgiving becomes part of your protection. The upright shall dwell in your presence. And this is the promise that ends the psalm with peace. You are not left outside, afraid or unguarded. You dwell in the presence of the Lord, a fortress, a refuge, a home. His presence becomes your shield through the night. His nearness becomes your comfort. And in His presence, no evil plan can stand. The moment the psalm is spoken, something shifts in the unseen realm. Heaven does not remain silent when God's word is released. Angels rise like flames in the darkness, moving with purpose. The valley you stand in begins to vibrate with holy strength. Every enemy that whispered in the shadows grows restless, because the Lord has issued His command, and heaven is now responding on your behalf. You may not see it with your natural eyes, but the atmosphere is changing. Winds that were once cold grow warm with divine presence. What was heavy becomes light. What was threatening becomes powerless. God is stirring the unseen battleground. He is sending reinforcements from heaven's army. Your night is now guarded by warriors of light. Suddenly, a radiant glow breaks through the darkness above you. It is not the moon, nor any earthly light. It is the arrival of angels, mighty, fierce, clothed in holy fire. They descend with wings that shimmer like gold in deep blue night. Their swords blaze with the authority of God's word. Their steps echo with purpose and precision. They surround you with unshakable defense. The enemies that plotted against you feel the shift. Their poison loses power. Their plans unravel like smoke blown by the wind. Their courage melts at the sight of God's warriors, because no darkness can stand in the presence of divine fire. No evil strategy survives heaven's intervention. Every hidden attack collapses before your eyes. You hear the faint sound of movement, not threatening but holy. It is the rustle of angelic wings cutting through the night. It is the sound of swords being drawn in silence. It is the whisper of God's command being carried out. Heaven is not waiting for morning. Heaven is acting now. Heaven fights for you in real time. The angels move with perfect synchronization. One stands at your right, another at your left. Two more position themselves behind you, sealing every entrance. A great one, radiant and towering, steps before you. He raises a sword made of pure light. With one sweeping motion, he cuts through the schemes set against your life, and every evil plan breaks like glass. You feel it, the pressure in the air lifting. The spiritual weight that tried to suffocate you begins to release. Fear dissolves like mist under the morning sun. Anxiety loosens its grip. Every attempt of the enemy loses its footing, because God has taken command of the battlefield, and His authority is final. Then comes a moment of intense silence. Not the silence of fear, but the silence before victory. Every enemy pauses, unsure, shaken, powerless. The angels step forward with unbreakable confidence. They stand between you and every form of evil. The Lord Himself watches over the battle, and then heaven strikes. Not with chaos, but with perfect precision. Angels dismantle traps that were meant for your downfall. They break chains forged in darkness. They scatter every whispering spirit plotting against your peace. They crush every plan that rose in the night. The battlefield becomes a place of holy triumph. You sense God's presence rising like a fortress around you. His glory fills the valley, overpowering every shadow. What once felt threatening now feels defeated. What once stood tall now lies powerless. The Lord has taken the enemy's weapons and shattered them. He has turned the night into a place of defense. He has declared that no attack will overcome you. The angels now stand at ease, their mission unfolding smoothly. They guard the perimeter of your night with fierce loyalty. None can pass them, none can deceive them. They watch over your sleep with unwavering vigilance. God assigns them to you because you matter to Him. Your safety is His priority. And as heaven stabilizes the ground beneath your feet, peace begins to rise. What was once a battlefield becomes a sanctuary. What was once dark becomes illuminated by divine fire. Every fear that clung to your heart begins to loosen. Every attack that rose against you is now broken. God has fought and the breakthrough has begun. This night belongs to Him. As the battle settles, a holy calm begins to descend over the valley. The air grows warm with the nearness of God. The tension that once pressed against your heart slowly unravels. The shadows lose their shape and power. Darkness can no longer threaten you, because now the Lord wraps you in His covering. Peace becomes the atmosphere around your spirit. You feel God's presence like a soft blanket settling over your shoulders. It is gentle, yet incredibly strong. It carries the quiet confidence of a shepherd who knows the way. Your breathing slows, your thoughts soften. The noise of the day fades from your mind. You rest in the certainty that you are protected. Above you, the night sky glows with a faint touch of gold. It is the divine light of God stretching over your valley, not harsh, not blinding, but warm and tender. This is the light that keeps danger away. This is the light that exposes every hidden trap. This is the light that guards your dreams. The Lord stands watch as you rest. Every corner of the valley begins to feel different now. Not a place of fear, but a place of renewal. The ground beneath your feet feels steady and safe. The air carries a gentle whisper of hope. God's peace fills the space where anxiety once lived. His comfort takes the place of every heavy burden. Nothing harmful can cross the boundary of His presence. You close your eyes for a moment, and the weight of His love settles deeper. It softens every ache in your heart. It calms the racing thoughts you've carried for too long. It hushes the worries that kept you awake at night. God speaks softly to your soul. Rest, I am here, you are safe. Your heart believes Him. The angels remain around you, but now their posture shifts. The battle stance relaxes. Their swords lower, but do not leave their hands. They stand as guardians, quiet and steady. Their wings glow faintly with golden light. They surround your bed, your home, your night. You are encircled by heaven's protection. The valley that once echoed with threats now echoes with peace. It feels like walking through the stillness of a sanctuary. You realize that God has turned a place of fear into a place of intimate closeness. This peace is not fragile. It is fortified. It is built by the one who commands the universe. Nothing can steal what He gives. The Lord places His hand over your life like a shield. Every anxiety trembles under His touch. Every fear bows to His authority. Every lie loses its voice. You are covered from above, behind, and within. His protection flows like warm oil down your soul. You are safe in His embrace tonight. The world outside may continue spinning in chaos, but inside this sacred moment, everything is still. You feel His presence pressing close, reminding you that you don't have to carry the weight alone. He lifts what burdens you. He silences what overwhelms you. He gives you peace that goes deeper than understanding. Now your room feels different, like a holy place, a personal sanctuary. It is filled with a sense of quiet reverence. It is filled with a softness that touches your spirit. God has filled the atmosphere with His rest. He hovers over you like a gentle cloud of glory. Nothing unclean can enter this space. Your heart begins to settle into rhythm with the heartbeat of heaven. Slow, calm, steady. You no longer feel the urgency of the fight. You no longer feel threatened or overwhelmed. You feel held. You feel covered. You feel seen by the God who never sleeps. Tonight, peace becomes your shield. Peace becomes your pillow. Peace becomes the atmosphere in which you will sleep. God surrounds your night with comfort that cannot be shaken. His presence covers every part of your valley. His peace guards every part of your heart, and you begin to rest deeply in His protection. Now that peace has settled over the valley, God begins His quiet work. It is the kind of work He does best in the stillness of the night. When you can no longer carry the weight, He carries it for you. When your eyes close, His eyes remain open. When you sleep, heaven does not. Your rest becomes holy ground. Your dreams become guarded space. You lie down, feeling the comfort of God's presence surrounding you. Your breathing grows deeper and slower. Your muscles soften as tension melts away. Thoughts no longer rush through your mind. They drift like clouds passing quietly. The Lord whispers to your heart, "Sleep, I am working in the unseen." Heaven moves gently now, not with the force of battle, but with the tenderness of restoration. Angels remain at their posts, watching over your night. They listen for every shift, every breath, every need. They keep danger far from your home. They carry God's peace like lanterns in the dark. Your sleep is surrounded by light. God begins to heal what you cannot reach. He touches wounded places in your heart that you ignored during the busyness of the day. He mends broken thoughts. He rewrites fearful memories. He settles anxious emotions with divine calm. You rest while heaven restores. Even now, the Lord is providing solutions you haven't imagined yet. He is aligning circumstances, shifting hearts, opening doors. He is preparing blessings while you sleep. He is clearing the path ahead of you. He is removing obstacles before morning comes. Your future is being shaped in this quiet moment. God works while you rest. Every evil plan formed against you is dismantled in the darkness, not by your strength, but by His authority. The traps set for you are destroyed. The people who plotted your downfall lose their footing. Heaven cancels every strategy of the enemy. While you sleep, God blocks every attack. Nothing can rise against His decree. Your dreams begin to feel lighter, calmer, safer. They are not filled with chaos or fear. They are covered by God's gentle presence. He fills your night with reassurance and softness. A sense of divine rest settles deep in your bones. Your spirit grows quiet like still waters. You sleep under the wings of the Almighty. The angels lean closer, listening to the rhythm of your breath. They guard the perimeter of your room like silent sentinels. They watch the windows, the doors, the spaces unseen. Not one threat can enter. Not one disturbance can approach. Your night is sealed by God's authority. Your rest is wrapped in His glory. God whispers promises into your spirit as you drift deeper. Promises of breakthrough, promises of justice, promises of healing, promises of restoration. His voice becomes the lullaby that guides your sleep. His word becomes the foundation of your dreams. In this holy stillness, everything harmful loses power. Every worry loses its hold. Every fear dissolves into nothingness. The night becomes a place of renewal. God works in silence, shaping victory in the dark. You sleep in the safety of His hands. You rest in the shadow of His wings. Slowly, your entire being surrenders to divine rest. Your heart steadies, your mind quiets, your body relaxes. You drift deeper into sleep that God Himself protects. Every breath becomes softer, every moment becomes sacred. Heaven keeps watch over you until dawn. Angels remain in formation. God's presence remains thick around you. Nothing can rise against the one God protects. You sleep under the covering of the Almighty. You are safe, held, and kept through the night. Morning will come with victory. Slowly, the horizon begins to shift. The deep blue of night softens into the first hint of dawn. You are still resting, still wrapped in the peace God placed over you, but heaven is preparing a new atmosphere. A new day is approaching, a day touched by God's victory. The darkness that threatened you has lost its power. Morning rises with promise. In the unseen realm, angels lift their eyes toward the east. The first light touches their wings with gold. Their mission through the night is complete. You were kept, defended, preserved. No weapon reached you. No plan succeeded. And now they watch as God rewrites your morning. As the first rays of light enter your valley, the places that once felt heavy become bright. Shadows shrink back into nothingness. The whispers of the enemy go silent. The air carries a sense of renewal. The night's battle is over and victory belongs to the Lord. You begin to stir gently in your sleep, still wrapped in divine rest. Your spirit feels lighter, as if something was lifted from you overnight. God removed burdens while you slept. He broke attacks without you even knowing. He ushered in the morning with triumph. The valley that felt intimidating at night now looks like a field of peace under golden sunrise. Everything the enemy built has fallen away. Every trap has been dismantled. Every spiritual storm has been calmed. Your footsteps will walk on ground cleared by God. The morning reveals the victory that began in the night. God now speaks into your spirit with clarity. Rise, I have gone before you. His words carry strength and tenderness. They remind you that today is not an ordinary day. It is a day marked by His intervention, a day shaped by His hand, a day where you no longer walk in fear. The Lord restores what was drained yesterday. Strength returns to your bones. Peace fills your breath. Hope rises in your heart with the morning light. The weight of the night does not follow you. God has severed its grip. You wake into His freedom. The enemies that plotted against you stand powerless now, scattered and silenced. Their strategies failed before they began. Their words dissolved in the presence of God. Their steps were blocked by heaven's army. Nothing harmful survived the night. You rise under divine protection. As sunlight fills the valley, it warms the places that once felt cold and frightening. Every part of your story touched by fear is now touched by God's gentle renewal. He rewrites your beginning each morning. He turns your valleys into testimonies. He turns your nights into victories. You open your eyes slowly, feeling rested in a way that only God can create. The peace surrounding you is thicker than before. It lingers in the air like a blessing. Heaven has not left. It has simply changed posture. Now it goes before you, guiding your steps. You rise with God's favor on your day. You stretch your hands, and it feels as though God takes them gently. He leads you out of the valley with confidence. He surrounds your path with protection. He fills your morning with direction. Today is covered, strengthened, and guided. This victory will follow you everywhere you go. And so you walk into this new day, not as someone who barely survived the night, but as someone who witnessed God's power in silence. Morning reveals what heaven accomplished while you slept. Every step you take is built on God's victory. Every breath carries the strength He restored. This is the morning the Lord has made for you. The night that once felt threatening has now become holy ground. You walked through the valley, but you did not walk alone. God stepped into your darkness, fought your battles, silenced your enemies, and wrapped you in peace. Every evil plan was blocked, every trap was dismantled, every whisper of fear was defeated by His presence. Your home is covered, your dreams are protected. Your spirit is held in the hands of the Almighty. As you lay down again or transition into your day, remember this truth. God watches over you. God fights for you. God finishes what He begins. May His peace rest on you tonight and every night. May His angels surround your home. May your sleep be deep, refreshing, and guarded. And may His victory follow you with every step you take tomorrow. If this prayer brought you peace, subscribe so we can pray together every night. You are never alone. God is with you in every valley.